Gog. This is the best coffee in the world. If you don't know, then unfortunately you don't know. So we're gonna do some bundles. We're gonna do some bundles. I'm gonna live bundles. I'm gonna put them together. I'll give you a price. I appreciate that, underdog. No, it really is. It's coffee that's smooth and sweet. There's almost no bitterness, no sourness in this coffee. It's farm fresh. We're live at the farm here. I'll show you a little bit of the farm in a second. But we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to do a live bundle. We're going to bundle our coffee. And I'm going to make some coffee here first. So let me show you the grind. I'm good. I'm actually good. I'm actually good. I just haven't had my coffee yet. So you're going to really grumpy right now. Full of hate. I'm full of hate right now. But it's because I didn't have my coffee. So this is the grind that you want to make your coffee. Even though this is a white coffee, you should grind it finer. When you're doing your pour over, roughly, getting one of these long neck things is a really good idea. But the the biggest mistake people make when they grind their coffee is they just grind it way too fine. It should be like a coarse, relatively coarse sea salt, like this. Look at this, all these freaking mosquitoes, guys. I just woke up today, really annoyed. You know, that ever happened to you guys? Happens to me every day. I'm just so annoyed. I think it's because I got exposed to those coffee fumes again. That stuff's no good for you. Do you guys catch the show yesterday? Every day? That's probably why you sell knives, right? Yeah. But coffee helps with that. You'll see. You'll see my face. Right now, I'm shit faced. I just got up, and but this white coffee helps a lot. So right now I'm making some white coffee and I'm gonna do some bundles. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just put together a box, like on those candy shows, and then you guys can. I'll put a minimum price, and you guys can bid on it. So we'll have little variations, and I'll also have my regular stuff, right? Also I'll have my regular stuff too. My head, my head hurts. But if you guys are joining us for the first time, my name is Ed. I'm coming to you live from Rooster Farms. That's Rooster like a chicken. We're on the big island of Hawaii, where we have an active volcano here. And this volcano is constantly replenishing the soil with micronutrients. And that actually makes our coffee grow larger than coffee from anywhere else in the world. And larger beans don't necessarily mean a better cup of coffee, but it will have more richness, usually, more. But that aroma can be bad. There can also be more bitterness, more sourness. So it doesn't necessarily mean a better cup of coffee. What makes coffee better from Hawaii is the fact that is how we pick it. So we have all those, we all have all that good stuff in the soil, and that makes it so when we let the coffee ripen on the tree, it will get uh, it will get very sweet if you let it ripen. Whereas sometimes coffee from other places, even letting it ripen, it's going to be sour and bitter. It just doesn't have the nutrition. And so for us, we let the coffee ripen, we let the coffee become soft, overripe, ready to fall off the trees. And then when we pick it, it's just the sweetest cup of coffee. You don't have to add cream or sugar. You don't have to, it's surprising, but yeah, you don't have to add cream or sugar. You don't have to do any of that stuff to the coffee. And it's because of how we pick it. We pick the coffee by hand. We wait for the coffee to become soft and overripe before taking it off the trees. And as a result of that, the beans are just way bigger, way smoother, way sweeter. And you really don't have to add any cream or sugar into it. It's just like letting a banana turn brown on a tree or an apple turn brown. And we all know letting a fruit ripen will make it way sweeter, but for some reason we don't think about coffee as a fruit. We think about it more like a tea, like a bunch of sticks, like a bunch of leaves that it doesn't matter how ripe it is, but it matters. It matters a lot, actually. And that's why you guys are getting acid reflux and indigestion every time you drink the coffee. I mean, the flavor of our coffee is unparalleled. It scores above a 90 on the Specialty Coffee Cupping Association, all of that stuff. But I'm trying to get you to buy this coffee of how because of how sweet it is. Am I lagging, guys? Do I have a signal here? If I'm lagging, hopefully I have a signal here. Okay, good. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to do this. MF Duck, how's it going, man? We're in the same boat. Ducks. Duck soup. All right, so we're having an okay day. Yeah, Kauai coffee is not the same. It's not. I hope it's not awful, but it's machine picked. It's uh it's picked. It's a machine harvested coffee, so it's just not going to be. I got some good coffee. MF Duck. I used to. It really is. You see, why. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. We're just gonna offend people. All right. So I've never done this before, and we do have some regular, individual buy it now. If you can look through my store, it's all stocked up. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do but live bundles. I don't know how this is gonna work. Let's see how it works, guys. Mosquito. So we're gonna put together a box here, and then sometimes we'll put together envelopes. So why don't I start with an envelope? I am gonna do. Let's do a Hawaiian sampler here. We'll do one light Hawaiian. This way I could write light Hawaiian, 2 ounce. We'll do one of these. We will do the white Hawaiian. We got a 2 ounce dark fancy. And a medium fancy. First bundle. All right. So total, you're getting a medium fancy, dark fancy, white Hawaiian, light Hawaiian. 4 items. Let's see what else we got. So got some light couturas here, huh? And a dark estate. I think that's gonna give us 5 items. All right. Dark estate, medium fancy, dark fancy. These are three of the premiums. So this would be $8 each usually on the buy it now. It's $15 on the buy it nows each, but you're gonna get it for $8. Light Hawaiian, white Hawaiian. This is the blast, right? This will give you a huge buzz. So the white Hawaiian is the white coffee is a. This is gonna be a little slow. What do you guys think? Should I keep doing this? We'll do a few of these. I'll do a giveaway. I'll do the giveaways after. So 5 items here. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's, you're getting 10 ounces of coffee. 10 ounces of coffee here. This is bundle one. Let's see. What would I usually charge you for 10 ounces? Let's start the bid at 20 bucks. That's kind of cheap. All right, we'll see how it goes. But this is like 40 bucks. 40 bucks retail. Like more like 50 bucks retail. Here we go. Live bundle one. You get one of each. You get a white Hawaiian, a light Hawaiian, dark estate. Estate coffee is the highest grade of our coffee. This goes for $72 a pound. This is a 2-ounce bag. This is actually more like 2.5 ounces. This white Hawaiian gives you the buzz. The light Hawaiian is gonna taste like a chocolate covered raisin. I gotta have these at higher prices then. This is our dark fancy. The fancy coffee is the bigger beans. This one tastes like a toasted caramel, brown sugar. Dark estate. This was just roasted on Saturday. Saturday, really, really sweet. Also a dark coffee. A little bit smaller beans. And then a medium fancy, which is our toasted caramel. All this coffee is whole bean coffee. All this coffee it's guaranteed that you will not get any acid reflux or indigestion on this coffee. Glam glam, congratulations. And I guess the nice part about this, let me just think this through. We have bought 5 of them. We're paying $5 each. Wow. I had to start these a little bit higher. But I will have to start these a little bit higher. But this is live bundle number 1. All right. Awesome. I think what I'm going to have to do is, yeah, it's going to have to be a little bit higher. So this coffee is the most expensive coffee in the world. Congratulations, Glam Glam. There is no, thanks for the promo, Viegas. I appreciate that. The coffee is handpicked and it's guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion whatsoever, or I will give you 100% of your money back. So the coffee is just, there really is no comparison. And I can guarantee that it does not give you acid reflux or indigestion. I've made that guarantee to literally hundreds of people or thousands of people, and only one person who had serious illness called me out on it. All right, the next item let's do another one of those. All right, a light Hawaiian, a white Hawaiian. These two will give you a buzz. The white Hawaiian is like a monster drink in a cup. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a monster drink in a cup. This one is this is like drinking 10 cups of coffee, and each of these will make you about 4 8-ounce cups of coffee or a full pot. So this white Hawaiian will give you huge buzz. It's going to get you flying. This one is going to give you drinking 10 cups of coffee, and you feel it in your bones. The white coffee is just the strongest buzz you're going to get anywhere. Then we got a light Hawaiian. This light Hawaiian coffee is only roasted to 400 degrees, first crack. So this is the lightest coffee that still tastes like coffee. It's fruity. You get the full, you get the full buzz, and you get the full flavor of coffee. Whereas the white coffee doesn't taste like coffee. I appreciate that, Vegas. You're awesome. We're gonna give you another dark fancy and a medium fancy, and then and a dark estate. So you got 3 of the premium bags. 3 of the premium bags here. These are the higher grade 100% Kona. So if you guys know, Kona has different grades of coffee in it. Kona coffee on its own is, that label carries a lot of heft. it's considered just like the standards are extremely high. They're 16/64 of an inch or above, and there has to be less than 10% defect. So this is the really nice beans. And then we got our slightly smaller beans, the white Hawaiian and the light Hawaiian, which will give you a flavor for the lighter roasts. And the white coffee is the energy drink. All of this coffee is grown on the same trees. And so that's why another reason why Hawaiian coffee is so much fresher than coffee from anywhere else in the world. It's picked by hand. We're starting to get coffee from this season. We don't mill the coffee until we are ready to roast it, whereas everywhere else in the world, you have to shell the coffee, you have to mill the coffee, and once you mill the coffee, it starts going bad because coffee has a shell on it, it's got a nut on it, and we're gonna do bundle two. So you guys know how this works, right? And just gonna and so those are five bags of coffee, and I'm gonna have to start at 30. In practice, you're actually getting more than 10 ounces. This is actually probably something like, I should just weigh it. Let me go get a scale. So the 13. So you're getting, let's see, 5 times 6 is, okay, so you're getting half an ounce of coffee more than I'm promising on this. So it's actually not that much heavier. So I'm sorry, 5 times 6, yeah, half an ounce more. So you're getting 10 and a half ounces of coffee here. And you got three of the premium grade coffees, which all go for $70 a pound or above. And then you get two of the Hawaiian grade, which go for $35 for 12 ounces, full price. And you're getting two lights. I'm getting one light, one white, a dark estate, a medium fancy, and a dark fancy. So you're getting two darks. The dark coffee is the one that's going to be most familiar to you. So if you're drinking coffee for the first time, I suggest you start with the dark roast. So this is a 2 ounces. You're getting all the different roasts, including the white coffee and light Hawaiian, dark estate, medium fancy, dark fancy. Yeah, I included the bag. So it's 13.6 ounces, but the bags weigh 0.6 ounces each, so you're getting 10 and a half ounces. No takers. Maybe this live bundle thing isn't gonna work. Why don't I start this one at $1? All right, this one will be $1 start. Let's see. So this is a large range of different coffees, and this is probably $45 worth of coffee. I'm gonna do some giveaways too. You get the full range of all the different kinds. I might just not do this bundle thing. Maybe I'll just do a few more of these. And bid away. Five sample bags. So many mosquitoes here, guys. I gotta drink my coffee before I get $21. All right. Okay. How about we do one more of those? One more of those, guys. Same thing, live bundle. You get one light Hawaiian, one white Hawaiian. You get a dark fancy. The fancy grade is the bigger beans. The dark roast tastes like a toasted caramel dark chocolate. And all of this coffee is guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion, or I will give you 100% of your money back. And the coffee does not give you acid reflux or indigestion because of how we pick it. We pick the coffee overripe. We're waiting for the coffee to come deep red, purple, or brown before taking it off the trees, and that makes this coffee just way sweeter. We do grow it here. Can't really see it, but you can see that palm tree outside my window. A little bit more. There's a lot of mosquitoes here, so we keep the door closed. Um, but we do grow this coffee, and you're getting about 10 ounces of coffee, 23 bucks. It's a lot of work to pick the coffee, but that's why this coffee is so sweet. We're coming live from Hawaii. I don't have Hawaiian, so you're getting half estate, half Hawaiian. You're getting a light Hawaiian, a light Hawaiian, a white Hawaiian, and those two are going to give you a huge buzz. There's this other compound in coffee. Yes, I do. I have those in 8 ounces. So why don't you pick up two of them? This is our extra fancy Kona White. The extra fancy Kona White comes in these bags. These are just roasted, highest grade of coffee. We do have some pea berry, and this will give you a huge buzz. You're getting 8 ounces. Um, this coffee is the monster. No, no, I don't want to say monster drink because that's copyrighted. I gotta censor myself. There's an energy drink that you can drink all the time. I'm drinking it right now. So right now I'm still really cranky. You could tell, right? You can tell I'm pretty cranky. Woke up dreaming about my meth head workers. They just constantly ask me for money, and I fired them. Like I don't want to work with you guys anymore. I know you guys are really really fast at what you do, but like you show up randomly, you're constantly asking me for money. You're fired. This guy, poor guy, poor guy. I feel for him, but the last time he asked me for money is like, there are people stalking me. I need to buy a security camera. Can you give me can you pay me right now? Right now. I know. I can take care of myself. But meth heads, they're annoying. And they're gonna be old. That's the problem. There's 8 ounce bag of the extra fancy white. And who am I to talk? This is almost like this has methylamine in it, so I totally understand. And he's not a dangerous guy. He's a farm worker, Thailand, but he is annoying. Let's just say that. He's an annoying guy. So extra fancy white here. Biggest white coffee that we have. Really good white coffee though. All right. This one's Let me just check this. Maybe there's a way since I'm standing here. 1, 2, 3. Didn't do that for me. All right, McShane. That's our white coffee. How about we do I guess I could do a bunch of it. Two more. All right, let's do another one. So what are in my bundles again? Yeah, I'm kind of a math head myself. Light coffee, white Hawaiian, dark fancy, medium fancy, darkest state. All right, same thing, guys. I kind of like these bundles. So we got these 5 packs. We got a light Hawaiian, a white Hawaiian. These two are the light roasts, which will be sweet, almost like a tea. So really interesting flavor to that. I got a giveaway going here too. Almost like a tea. Then we got a dark estate. This is this one tastes like coffee. This is going to just be the smoothest, sweetest cup of dark coffee, rich, smooth, no bitterness, no sourness whatsoever. All this coffee, you don't have to add cream or sugar to it, so we recommend you drink it black. And it's guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion because of how we pick the coffee. We wait for the coffee to ripen 4 to 6 weeks longer. Here's a medium fancy. So this is a higher grade of our estate. It's a 18 screen coffee, so bigger beans, cleaner beans there, and then a dark fancy. The medium is going to give you like a chocolate covered raisin flavor, and this will be live bundle 4. So many mosquitoes, guys. All right, we'll start this. Start this at $1. Live bundle 4, guys. So you have five 2-ounce samplers. Um, 5 2-ounce samplers. So should be like $30. But saving some money on packaging too. I don't have to pay my workers to do this, right? I can just do it live here. It's a brilliant way. All right, $20. You're drinking the green coffee, Viegas? You're drinking the green coffee. You're crazy. All right. Even just a few green beans gonna get these fly. Even just a few. So this coffee is also the lighter roast and the green and the white coffees is gonna be a huge buzz, like a buzz beyond belief. And you guys will kind of experience that. You gotta experience that for yourself. All right, what do we have next? Let's do one more of those, but you're only gonna get one bag of dark this time. Because I'm out. It's kind of cool. I kind of like this. Kind of like this. All right. We're gonna do one of each of our roast: white Hawaiian, dark Hawaiian, and the medium fancy. So the medium roast is only. So this is you get one of each roast. 3 of them are the Hawaiian grade, and one of them's the medium fancy grade. This is bundle number 5. So you get to try each one. Light, white. These two will give you a huge buzz. You're gonna be flying on these. Then you got a dark Hawaiian, which is the richest of all our coffees. You don't have to add cream or sugar to it. It's just gonna be dark chocolate caramel or toasted caramel flavor, and then a medium fancy, which is the toasted toasted caramel, chocolate covered raisin flavor of it. So you're gonna get these 4 bags here, and you'll get to taste every each of the flavors that we have, and it should be at least $20 if you guys were bidding on it separately. So I don't know how long we're gonna be able to do these for. $14. A little bit low. I'm just gonna start it at a minimum bid, I think, is what I need to do. But these will go out right away. No delays on shipping them. What is this, number 6? This is number 5. All right. What are you guys saying? Fire roasting the green beans. So if you fire roast it, you could do a lot of stuff with it because the beans will absorb. Is Iron Sword here? I haven't seen him in a while. Hey, Iron Sword. I don't see you. You're not. There you are. Iron Sword win the giveaway. Nice. All right. Next bundle will do. I'm gonna have to start at a little higher price. Let's see another one of those. We got a light Hawaiian, a white Hawaiian, medium fancy, and a dark gold. 4-pack here. I'm gonna throw in some nibs. Let's see if I got some nibs here. And a nibs. All right, we got white Hawaiian, light Hawaiian, medium fancy, dark Hawaiian, and a pack of nibs. That's a deal right there. $20. Start. 5 bags. White Hawaiian, light Hawaiian, medium fancy, dark Hawaiian, and a bag of cacao nibs. The cacao nibs are Hawaiian cacao, 100% Hawaiian cacao, all grown in Hawaii. Less bitterness, much smoother, a little bit fruity. No one wants them. All right, well, should we do this on an auction? Well, retail, these would be 6 each, so 12. This one is, let's say what I would probably get for them if I auctioned off individually. These two would probably be 4, so it's $8. This one would be $8, so 16. Another 4.20, and then 8.28. So it'd be $28. If on my what I typically get on the auctions, retail, these would be 6, 12, 27, 32. It's hard to say retail. This would be like $40 retail. Like if you really went to the store, you'd be spending more than $40 for this. So you get one of each. You get some cacao nibs. These are awesome. These are just raw chocolate, dark chocolate nuts. Uh, Cacao nibs are basically when you take the seed, the bean of the cacao pod, and you break them into little pieces, and then you can eat those. I don't know if these. So this is the 5-pack includes the cacao nibs. If you like chocolate, you can brew the cacao nibs with your coffee, and you'll get a nice chocolate flavor to it. All right. Not sure. I'm not sure if this is working, but let's see. So if let me just work these numbers out. I haven't actually done any of the numbers. I'm not very good at math, guys. Not very good at math. So mm, number 6. All right. What should we do now? I'm gonna do another pack of the. No, you guys aren't really bidding on those. How about we do a? We're gonna do a 2-pack bundle. 8-ounce extra fancy white, 12-ounce white Hawaiian. This is the energy bundle, number 7. We'll do an energy bundle here. I'm getting 8 ounce of white. So you're getting, this is going to be 35, and this will be, so this size usually start at 32. This I usually start at 26. So that'd be 58. So I'll just give it to you at 50. You just want nibs, I'll do that. So this is a energy bundle here. 8 ounce of the extra fancy white, which usually goes for 32. Like I start them at 32. And this is a white Hawaiian, 12-ounce, just roasted. Usually start these at 26. So you're saving $6 if you bundle them. This is a 2-pack here of a white Hawaiian and a white extra fancy. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give you $1 start. I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't go for nothing. This is the energy bundle. White coffee gives you a buzz like 10 cups of regular coffee. And it's healthy. It's got this other compound called trigonylene, which is just which gets you flying, and you feel it in your bones. You can start seeing my eyes are starting to get glassy. It kind of gets you high. Gives you a lot of energy. Adjusts your attitude. Here I'm getting a little bit happier. This is an extra fancy white, and I mean, yep, extra fancy white full bag. These aren't samples, guys. Wow. All right. All right. No, I think these bundles are done. I don't think we can keep on doing this. But that one was definitely. But it's the first time I've done bundles before, so it's kind of fun. We're doing coffee bundles here. We're live from Hawaii, live from the farm. Let's do a peaberry bundle. Peaberry bundle. Now I got to do 4 items, so it's got to be a peaberry bundle, light, medium, and dark peaberry. We're gonna give you 2 medium peaberries. All right. Give you 2 medium peaberries. 2 medium peaberries, a light peaberry, and a dark peaberry. So you're getting 4 bags here. The peaberry coffee is the rarest of all our coffees. It will give you just the strongest buzz. I mean, the strongest flavor. The peaberry happens at the tips of the trees. It takes 100 pounds of Kona to make 1 pound of peaberry. People are charging $110 a pound for this. Is a half a pound. So people charge you $110 a pound for peaberry. So if you buy 5 pounds at a time, this is a half a pound of peaberry here. You get to try each of these. Dark peaberry, light peaberry, medium peaberry, 2 medium peaberries. I have to do 4 packs, otherwise I don't get the what's it called? Otherwise I can't do the flat rate bag. So this is a $50 retail value here. You're getting each of the different peaberries, which is the most premium of all our coffees. It takes 100 pounds. This retails, if you bought 7 ounces of peaberry at ABC store, it's $56. The beans, these are the richest beans in Kona. You basically, it happens at the tips of the trees where one of the beans kind of takes over the entire fruit. So it is a unique coffee that you don't find. It's kind of hard to find, Jen. Congratulations. So it's my tea berry bundler number 8. I guess this is more for like, these are those. Maybe this is the only time I'm gonna do bundles. Okay. What else? You wanted the nibs? Someone wanted nibs, right? Why not just run the nibs? The nibs are the cacao seed broken up into little pieces. Let me see if I have these here. I don't know if I have any. Here we go. All right, here are my nibs. I think I'm just gonna go upstairs. I don't know if these bundles are working. Here are my nibs here. The cacao nibs are 4 ounces. You can eat these right out of the bag. So you're getting this whole bag full of nibs. And this just tastes like a dark chocolate nut. You can eat these whenever you want. Really tasty coffee. Super sweet. We don't put any additives on these, so it's just pure chocolate. And it's chocolate and cacao butter put together. So kind of an interesting thing. Anyone else? Oh, $1. I always do that. Here's another $1 start on the nibs, all hollows. So if you want to maybe get a cheap bag if no one else is bidding on them, these are our nibs here. These are cacao nibs, and just tastes like a dark chocolate nut. Pure Drip. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Hope everything's going well for you. So these are just pure chocolate. Tastes like a dark chocolate nut, and the bundle at retail price. So nibs are 2.5, $12 for 2.5. So this would be $24 for one usually, or $12 for one. But I get everything direct from the farm, so I don't have to charge the full. All right, so this is our nibs. This isn't a bundle, so you'll get those. What should we do next? Okay, how about this? One more of these chocolates. I'll do a bundle here. This is 8 ounces of nibs and 8 ounces of tea. So the retail price of this is a full pound of Hawaiian chocolate. Uh, the tea is the husk of the cacao seed, and you brew it in water. It brings out the flavor of chocolate. Just goes right into the cup. Usually chocolate is very hard to brew, right? But this chocolate goes right into the cup. So if you can grind it up with your coffee and brew it. Although it'll make the coffee less jittery because chocolate actually counteracts caffeine, so it'll make it very smooth. The tea is amazing because you can actually feel the theobromine. You know how when we're growing up or whatever, they tell you chocolate makes you feel like you're in love, and you eat chocolate, you don't feel anything. We actually feel calm in the tea, so it's pretty strong. This is a pound worth of chocolate. A pound of chocolate. Um, I mean, it's just I don't want to say retail because you come to Hawaii, retail is crazy. Like if you tried to buy this in Hawaii, they charge you $60 for it, maybe more for a pound of this stuff. They're probably charging you just 2.5 ounces in the store is $12. So what is that? So a pound would be 24, 48. This is like $100 a pound retail. Just to me, that's ridiculous. So this is like 100. If you came to the store and you tried to buy this, it'd be $100. Let's see what you guys get this. So this is a full pound, guys. A full pound of chocolate. This is bundle number 9. Full pound of chocolate, guys. If you came to the store, it'd be $100. If you bought it from us individually, it would be $60. Like if you didn't buy it now, it'd be $60. So there's a full pound here, full pound of chocolate. You got 2 8 ounces of nibs, or 8 ounces of nibs and 8 ounces of tea. The nibs you can just throw into your ice cream or your yogurt, and you can eat it. The tea you can brew, and it comes out, just brings out the chocolate flavor into your water. So it's just a really strong Hawaiian chocolate, 100% Hawaiian chocolate. Boy, all right, these bundles aren't working, so we're gonna go back upstairs. I think I'm jumping around too much too. But these are almost like free giveaways. So we're not. We'll do. I'll do a few more. I don't mind free giveaways. This is number 9. Whew. You got a steal on that one, bad dad who laughs. You want to do the OG? Let me see if I got that OG. Did you guys try the OG yet? It's a full pound. I'll do these on flash sale for 18. So this is a full pound of off grade. It's called off grade because the beans just look ugly. But even the off grade beans are actually going to be a little bit nicer than a lot of the beans you guys are buying in the store. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a chance to get the OG if you guys are, price sensitive, which I think we all are right now. And I'll put this on flash sale. Bad dad. I do have a dark coffee. I have a, I can do these OGs for 45, and that's like the base grade. If you want a dark estate, that's their high grade of coffee. I could do 3 pounds of that for $150, that's the high grade of our coffee. I can do it for $140 actually. And let me show you some of the estate if you guys want to take a look at that. And then I can also do the off grade, 3 pounds of the OG for 45. I gotta make money to pay this guy, this Air Force contractor, NASA contractor. 3 hours of his time is $1,000. We gotta get these spaceships going, guys. So here's the OG for 45. 3 pounds of the OG if you want it for 45. This is the low grade coffee. The OG here, I'll show you the difference. Let me go grab them. Give me a sec, guys. Here's the difference. This is the estate. This is the OG. You grabbed the OG? Okay, you got the OG. So just look at the bean difference. I don't know if you can see it. Here's the estate. Here's the OG. See, OG has some broken beans in there, cracked beans. You can definitely see the difference. The estate is just going to be smoother. quite a bit smoother than your other coffees, whereas the OG, they almost taste the same, but the estate beans are, way nicer, they're way smoother. They don't have any of those broken beans in there. So, that's the main difference. So if you guys want 3 pounds of OG, here they are. OG is the best deal, right? You can drink that every day and you're doing good on it. And if you were getting the Hawaiian, the OG is almost as good. So it is some good stuff. I appreciate that. Yeah, whereas the Estate coffee carries the Kona name. It's a nicer bean, a little bit smoother, a little bit richer than your OG. It's a denser bean. So you get a little bit more nuttiness on the Estate, significantly more, and it's like coffee that you can actually show off to your friends. Whereas the OG, the coffee is really meant for ground coffee. And so this is our dark estate. If you guys want 3 pounds of dark estate, here's your dark estate as well. You're not allowed to enter the giveaway. Conspiracy theories. All right. I think I'm a conspiracy. I do. I think the mushroom people are using me as a front. You guys know about the mushroom people? All right. What are we doing next? Meth heads love me though. That's why meth heads protect me. Yeah, meth heads. It's weird, but they do. Meth heads keep me safe. Like every time I'm in danger, a meth head comes and beats people up for me. The mushroom people, they're all around us. They're here all the time, but you don't see them. They're extra dimensional beings. You don't see them. That they told me that they've been here the whole time. They're helping me. They're the reason why everyone I pray for dies. But they told me to stop praying for people because you don't want that. You don't want that on your conscience when you die. They're still there. I drank the white coffee, so the white coffee makes you crazy. White coffee's got this compound in it called methylamine, which is the meth part of methamphetamine. So white coffee is crazy. Yeah, the white coffee gets you flying. A sample of it, here it is. Uh, these are 2-ounce samples of the white Hawaiian. Gets you flying, really gets you flying. And you start thinking weird things, and you start telling people about them because your inhibitions also go away. 1 cup of this is like 10 cups of regular coffee. It definitely, makes you think some weird things, but it also makes you work harder. You get a really good attitude. You see my face, I'm smiling now. Before I was all shit faced and annoyed, but now I'm feeling good. I don't even care what the coffee goes for because I got my white coffee. Yummy. It's good stuff. The white coffee is an energy drink. Drinking 1 cup of white coffee is like 10 cups. 10 cups of regular coffee. So, here, I'll give you guys a chance to bid on it. 2-ounce sample, white coffee. It's also really healthy. You feel it in your bones. It provides joint support, muscle support. I worked out there then. I wasn't sore at all. I haven't worked out in a while. Just drank the white coffee. So, all sorts of good stuff in there. Gets rid of brain fog. Makes you happy. Makes me happy. Makes the day happy. But you're not gonna see any mushroom people on the white coffee, but you will feel kind of dizzy. Like now you can see I'm kind of swaying a little bit. So it definitely makes you feel kind of drunk. I would characterize the white coffee as a substance. Um, like you can see, I'm kind of swaying around now. I can't even really walk straight. It's strong. It's not a joke. Not a joke. No one wants it. Coffee is related to kratom. I Kratom actually does feel like a painkiller, so it's not quite like that. It's not a downer. It's very much an upper, a little bit like that. So many freaking mosquitoes, guys. So it doesn't look like you guys want to get drunk on your coffee. If you don't want to get drunk on your coffee, the dark coffee is a good way to go. And this Estate Kona is an 8-ounce bag. I'll do this for 25, 100% Kona coffee here, guys. This is 100% Kona coffee. I think I'm going to go upstairs. Let's do just a few more of these bundles. Ah. Let's do another bundle. One of each. You got a light Hawaiian, a white Hawaiian, a dark Estate, and a medium fancy. Nibs are in the bin. You guys want some nibs? So this is another bundle, 4-pack here. Bundle number 10. So you got one of each here. So you get to try the full range of flavors. Medium, white, light, dark. Each of these are separated about 25 degrees. Well, the white Hawaiian's to 350. That's the lightest by far. And this is the one that gets you kind of drunk. Then you have the light Hawaiian. Then you have the dark Hawaiian and the medium fancy. No takers. All right, last bundle, guys. I'll just do a $1 star on this. Let me go upstairs and we'll just do my normal show. I don't know if these bundles are working. So this is a 4-pack. Medium, dark, light, and white. 2 of them are the higher grades. 2 of them are the Hawaiians. This would retail for about $30. Retail on my site for $30. So 35. Number 10. This does save on labor costs. Because the amount of time it takes people to pack these things. I had one guy pack 5 bags, five packages in an hour. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right, this is number 10. All right, I think I'm gonna go upstairs. Gonna go upstairs now. Let's go upstairs where you guys can see the view. No one wants to watch this show down here. Ooh. All right, coming upstairs. Coming upstairs. Coming upstairs. Where'd the chair go? This is better, right? Okay, let's start this show over. I thought I'd try the bundles. It's kind of interesting, but the bids just aren't there. All right, guys. All right, so welcome to my show, guys. My name is Ed. I'm coming to you live from Rooster Farms on the Big Island of Hawaii, where we have an active volcano. This is going to be 100% Kona coffee, Hawaiian coffee. I appreciate that. What do you love about the coffee? What I love about the coffee is that all this coffee is picked by hand, and so it's super sweet, very, very smooth. Almost no bitterness or sourness in this coffee, so you can drink it all day. Won't give you a stomach ache, won't give you acid reflux or indigestion. And it's really because of how we pick the coffee. In a pound of this coffee, we're paying our pickers $10 to $15, whereas in a place like Honduras, they only paid 10 cents. And when you're getting paid so little, you're going to be picking whatever coffee you can grab off the trees, and that makes it so that your coffee is being picked unripe. You're getting greens, you're getting whites, you're getting pinks. Whereas we're only picking coffee when it's deep red, purple, or brown. So we're picking our coffee just way riper. Yep, you don't have to add cream or sugar. You don't have to, no bitterness, no sourness at all. 6 cups, you can drink it all day and shouldn't even give you the jitters after 6 cups. Maybe after 6 cups, you're going to get a little bit of jitters. And it's because, the jitters in coffee comes from three things. You don't get any mold will give you the jitters. So part of the jitters, if you guys, we were talking about the mushroom people before, and sometimes the coffee can make you feel like mushrooms, and that's because there's mold on the coffee. So those jitters is more coming from the mold than the coffee. That's the first thing. The biggest thing that gives you the jitters is the mold. And then the second thing that gives you the jitters is uh, pesticides. So if you're getting jitters in your coffee, you probably want to switch. You probably don't want to be drinking that coffee because jitters is a sign of mold and pesticides ultimately, and both of those are very bad. The pest, the jitters is like a in a way that is almost like a hallucinogen. And what I'm running right now is a 2 ounce bag of our medium estate. The estate coffee is the higher grade of coffee. It's 100% Kona coffee. The medium roast tastes like a chocolate covered raisin. And our coffee is just extremely sweet. When you pick the coffee by hand, we wait for the coffee from deep red, purple, or brown. So we're waiting for it to ripen for so long on the tree that it's ready to fall off to the touch. So it's almost like an ice wine or a dessert wine, where it doesn't even taste like wine. All the bitterness is gone. It's just like a grape juice. And this is truly how coffee should be, right? Coffee isn't supposed to be bitter and sour. It's supposed to be sweet and smooth. But because we're so used to drinking coffee that's picked unripe, we're so used to drinking coffee that is acidic, that it's just it shouldn't be like that, but it is. Ugh. It really shouldn't be like that, but it is. All right, let's try a peaberry sampler here. The peaberry is our the peaberry is like the premier coffee. It's just the rarest of all the beans. It takes 100 pounds of coffee to make 1 pound of peaberry, so it is expensive. People are charging you $56 for 7 ounces. So even these sample sizes, you're getting a deal out of them. This is coming farm direct, so we're direct to farm here. We're coming at you live from Hawaii, where we have an active volcano. This volcano is constantly replenishing the soil with micronutrients, and so the beans here will grow larger than beans from anywhere else in the world. Our coffee is fresher. You actually keep your coffee in parchment form until you need to roast it, whereas everywhere else in the world they will shell the coffee before even putting it on the ship. And so once you shell the coffee like any other nut, it starts to go bad. And that's why your coffee needs to be roasted so dark, because it's been kind of already going bad for months, maybe even a year before it gets roasted. It's still pretty good. once you've shelled it, it's okay to keep it in those plastic bags. It's not like a terrible breakdown, but you keep it in the shell, and it's as if it's freshly picked. So it's just a completely different way of doing coffee because we're so used to having coffee, which is being exported and shipped all over the world, coming in from other countries. Whereas this is domestically produced. It's like, it's just a fresh fruit. We don't really think of coffee like it's a fruit. We think of coffee like it's I don't know, like a tea. It doesn't even matter how long we let it sit for as long as we keep it dry. But that's not true. Coffee is actually a fruit. And like any fruit, if you pick it too early, it's going to be sour and bitter. And that's actually why most of the world's coffee is so sour and bitter. Our coffee just is not bitter at all. Let me show you some of the pea berry. I can't give up too much pea berry because the pea berry is starting to fly. So I'm not going to have pea berry pretty soon, I think. But for now, I still have it. I don't know where anything is. So light pea berry. There you go. Here's my medium pea berry. And these pea berries in 2-ounce sample bags. The pea berry is actually right now is my best seller because people who know it's so hard to get that when it's around you got to grab it. So this is our pea berry here. Can you see that? See how that bean is different? It's it's almost like a football. So it's twice as dense as your regular coffee. It's the rarest of all our coffees. It takes 100 pounds of regular coffee to produce 1 pound of pea berry, and people are charging you $56 for 7 ounces of this stuff. So when this is around, people who know will grab it, and it's not always around. So once it's gone, it's probably gone for a few months. I don't know. I've been able to get it pretty regularly. Maybe just people can't afford it anymore. But it is it is a smoother cup, sweeter. Let me see. Got a little bit much sweeter than other coffees. Much smoother. A little bit less sweet than extra fancy, but ah, Jesus Christ. What's today? You ever have one of those days? Today's one of those days. I was struggling. Do I fire this meth head? Do I keep him around? But I feel like, if I feel hostility towards somebody, I should just fire him. So I fired the meth head. P. Berry makes a great espresso. He's so poor though. This guy was a Thai immigrant. He worked all over the world, but he got a green card here because he was an extreme human trafficking case. That's why he got a green card. And he's just messed up. He's this poor guy. He reminds me of my dad. He looks like my dad, so I have a soft spot in my heart for him. But can't do it anymore. All right, what are we doing next? We have a light Hawaiian. This one tastes like a chocolate covered raisin oatmeal cookie with a little nuttiness to it. The light roast is feels healthy. It actually, when you drink it, you get this almost feels like you drank a almost feels like you drank a cup of spinach soup. Your appetite starts gurgling for beans. You want to eat vegetables. So lately, I've just been eating beans because coffee actually stimulates the a gut bacteria in your stomach, which also only grows when you eat beans. And that's actually why coffee is so healthy for you. That gut bacteria is called the butyric acid fermenting bacteria. When you don't eat beans or you don't drink coffee, that bacteria begins to die. And so people who drink coffee live longer because they've got that bacteria in their stomach and it keeps it alive. So if you stop drinking coffee, you're at that bacteria actually dies in your stomach. And so that's all right. I don't know what happened. So yeah, so this is our white coffee now. White coffee is the strongest and actually healthiest, but it also feels like 5 cups of regular coffee. The white coffee will get you flying, and some of you guys have tried it. It it gives you joint support. It's an NAD booster. So you guys who know about supplements, you guys have probably heard about the anti-aging NAD plus in your cells. Well, coffee actually has this compound in it called trigonolane, which when you roast it to 250 degrees, or which is actually methylated niacin, which is a natural NAD precursor. And so people who drink coffee also have higher levels of NAD levels. Here's a 2-ounce sampler of it. And so it actually supports your mitochondria on the cellular level. 1 cup of this is like 10 cups of regular coffee. Ooh, all right. Better not do that. And yeah, that stuff's good stuff. Let's do some of our larger bags. We got a 3-pound bag of OG here. There's 3 pounds of dark coffee. This is meant to be ground coffee and tastes just like our Hawaiian coffee, but the bean quality looks bad, but it tastes really good. So the OG coffee is, almost as good as the Hawaiian coffee. It it's it's only a little bit more expensive than what you guys are paying for your coffee in the stores. So you get the full, you still get the you still get that guarantee that it won't hurt your stomach, it won't give you acid reflux, but you don't need to pay as much for it. I only have the OG in dark. I don't have it in too many other things. All right. We got 3 pounds of dark estate here. Mm, I'll give you a 3 pounds retails for 100 over $180 on our website. I'm gonna do something stupid. 3 pounds of estate. Nah, I better not. You guys are gonna kill me. So forget that. But I'll give it to you for 120. 3 pounds for 120 of your Estate Dark 100% Kona coffee here. So that's probably the best deal you're gonna see anywhere for Estate coffee. But you buy it in bulk, you get a little bit of a deal. The dark Estate will taste like a toasted caramel. It's guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion. Toasted caramel dark chocolate. This will be the smoothest coffee you guys, you know, have probably gotten. You don't have to add cream or sugar to it, and that's because of how we pick the coffee. We're only picking the overripe beans. We only take the coffee that's deep red, purple, or brown, and as a result of that, the sugar content in the fruit is way higher. That just like letting a banana turn brown or an apple turn brown, the enzymes just convert all the acidity into more sugar. All the bitterness is gone, and it's just a smooth cup of coffee. Just like if you eat a green banana or even an initially ripe banana, it's completely different than if you eat a brown banana. I'm going to try something here. Let's make it 2 pounds. I'll risk 2 pounds. I'll do a 2 pounder of the darkest state. Let's start this. $1. So you get 2 pounds of the 100% Kona coffee. This is the dark roast, which is the one I suggest everyone start with. If you've never tried our coffee before, you want to start with the dark roast because our light roast and medium roast don't, it's kind of fruity. It's different than what you'd expect from coffee. 2 pounds of estate coffee on our website is going to be $140 full retail price. Same thing if you come to Hawaii buy it, you're going to be paying at least $60, sometimes $100 a pound. So this is 2 pounds of it, of the darkest state, just roasted on Saturday. All our coffee is roasted within the week. Most of the world's coffee, or most of the coffee guys are buying in the supermarket, was probably roasted up to a year or even 18 months ago. So this is a full 2 pound bag of the estate coffee in the dark roast. You guys would never find this anywhere for less than $50, maybe $40 a pound if you guys are getting it off of eBay. But I don't know how old eBay coffee is. We have a borer beetle and a mold, and we spray the coffee with a naturally occurring soil fungus to kill the the bugs. So we never spray this coffee with any chemical pesticides, and we use the naturally occurring soil bacteria to deal with the mold. So that was a 2 pounds of the darkest state, and why don't I do a 2 pound of the medium estate? So you guys are getting this direct from the farm. I'm giving you guys awesome prices here. You're definitely not gonna find. There's one guy on eBay selling coffee. I don't know how he's doing it, but he might just be producing a lot of green coffee. I don't know. I feel like I know the guy, so we'll see. But you know, all right. Here's 2 pounds of the medium estate. I'll run 2 pounds of the medium estate here. Same thing. This is the medium estate is roasted to 425 degrees. He's got this kind of like chocolate covered raisin flavor, and this is gonna be $140. Best brew. Dark pea berry, I think same thing. Just brew. You want to brew the coffee the way you normally brew it. Drip coffee is awesome. Espresso is really good for the pea berries. If you want to live longer, you want to use a paper filter though. That's sort of the key. You definitely want to use a paper filter. Otherwise, you get this. There's this compound in coffee called caffeol, which interferes with the way your body processes cholesterol. So this 2 pound medium estate is 100% Kona. I didn't put that there. It's 100% Kona coffee. So, the cheapest you're gonna find this on like eBay is probably $80. So hopefully we get around there. Um, on our website, $72 a pound. But after discounts, you guys are probably paying around $50 a pound for it. Because 2 full pounds of it. This was just roasted on Saturday, so it's not old in any way. And $56. All right. Rinse your paper filter. I don't rinse it, but that kind of makes sense to me, especially if you're using a bleached filter. If you're using a brown filter, it probably doesn't matter that much. All right, that's my 2 pounds of my. Let's do. So many mosquitoes here, guys. Let's do 2 pounds of my dark OG. This OG is your daily drinking coffee, meant to be ground. And a lot of people will grind up their OG and sell it as Kona coffee. So this is we've been selling this for 25 bucks a pound. So this is 2 pounds of it. You can drink it all day, and still won't give you any acid reflux or indigestion. Has the full taste, the same flavor profile as the Hawaiian coffee. We're in Hawaii here. I do grow it myself, and I'm also part of a co-op. So we do buy our coffee from our neighbors, but it's all being grown in this little crest here, mountain crest in South Kona. So this is Kona coffee. And yeah, the OG, you can't even tell the difference from the Hawaiian coffee. So it's just the best deal. And it's just the beans are ugly. That's all. But you know, it's almost Kona coffee. And this was also just roasted within the week. Dark roast tastes like a toasted caramel. And there you go, 2 pounds of OG. We got 2 pounds of white extra fancy. How about that? I'm uh, I'm not gonna run this at an auction. So 90 bucks for 2 pounds of white extra fancy. If you guys want this in bulk, if you guys have been drinking the extra fancy and drinking the white coffee and you're like, I need this energy drink, you can grab this 2 pounds. The white coffee is probably the healthiest for you. You can feel it just like coursing through your body. It makes everything feel better. So we're in South Kona. I'm part of a co-op, so I grow it, and I've developed these roasts. But I've been roasting. I've been getting other people to roast it from our neighbors to roast it because I'm just spending all my time administering things now. But yeah, we do grow it. I have a 6 acre farm. This is my Kona coffee farm here. So we grow about 500 2,000 pounds of coffee, and we work with about 25 other farms. You can hear some farm workers out in the distance there. And this is 100% Kona coffee, 100% Hawaiian coffee, all grown in Hawaii, all grown on the Big Island. We have an active volcano here, and this volcano is just constantly replenishing the soil with micronutrients. It's coming direct from the farm. Thanks for the raid, Pop Daddy Snacks. We got a few different grades of coffee. We have a Hawaiian, we got a Kona, we have some pea berry. And all this coffee is organically grown. We don't spray with any chemical pesticides. We're only using naturally occurring soil funguses and soil bacteria. Thanks, Pop Daddy Snacks. What does Pop Daddy Snacks do? They they make viral salty snacks. Looks like they got some dill pickle popcorn. I want some of that. That's tasty. Jalapeno cheddar, yummy. I love popcorn. I actually started my career in kettle corn. Doc Popcorn in Colorado. All those flavors were developed by me in an apartment on 72nd Street in New York City. But the guy, so anyway, so follow, give Pop Daddy Snacks a follow right there. Here, let's see if I, anyway, so give him a follow. Thanks for the raid. And so this is 100% Hawaiian coffee. This is an 8 ounce bag of our Kona. Kona coffee is considered the world's most expensive coffee. So it is pricier than a lot of other coffees, but it is worth the price. It's going to be guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion. There's no bitterness, there's no sourness in this coffee. It's just sweet and smooth, no acidity because of how we pick the coffee. Wait for the coffee to come deep red, purple, or brown before picking it off the trees. We don't even have to water this coffee because it rains here, and that's what makes it the ideal place to grow the coffee. Here's a light medium roast 12 ounce bag of the Hawaiian coffee. And these 12 ounce bags will make you 24 to 36 cups of coffee. This is a premium specialty coffee, single origin, hand picked. We pick the coffee overripe. We wait for the coffee to become deep red, purple, or brown before taking it off the trees. And as a result of that, the beans are way sweeter and smoother than coffee from anywhere else in the world. It's like letting a banana turn brown or an apple turn brown. We don't spray this coffee with any chemical pesticides. We're only using naturally occurring soil funguses and soil bacterias. And so, because of that, the coffee that we get off the trees is just way sweeter and smoother. This is some of the Hawaiian grade beans in the dark roast here. If you guys are trying our coffee for the first time, you probably want to drink the dark roast. The light roast will give you a buzz twice as strong as the dark roast, but it tastes like tastes a little bit fruity. So you really get the specialty flavor of the coffee. I still don't have any cinnamon tea yet. It's drying. We're gonna have that pretty soon. I do have the turmeric flower tea though, so if you guys are looking for tea, here's the turmeric flower tea. This is made from the flower of the turmeric plant. It's this will make you 2 liters worth of tea, for 2 quarts, half a gallon, right? Half a gallon tea. You're gonna get 2 stalks, and you take this and you boil it in hot water for 5 minutes, it tastes like turmeric with honeysuckle. So it's the flower of the turmeric plant. You have to keep turmeric in the ground for 2 years. It doesn't taste like turmeric. It's actually really sweet. So sweet that if you leave it out, ants will come and try to eat it. It's a really sweet tea. It's anti-inflammatory, joint support, all the benefits of turmeric, but without that nasty taste. I don't like turmeric at all, but this tastes just like a honeysuckle with a touch of turmeric in it. Uh, I'm the only person that does turmeric flower tea, I think, in the whole world. You don't see this anywhere. And it's because you have to leave the turmeric in the ground for more than 1 year to get it. Turmeric farmers need to, harvest their turmeric. So it's very hard to find this. I've never seen this before. I think I'm the only person that has this. Turmeric flower tea is something just really, really tasty. Why don't I give you guys a chance to get this? Will make you half a gallon, right? 2 quarts of tea. You take one of these stalks, so it's a flower stalk about this big. It's been dehydrated, and you throw it into you know 1 liter or more of water. I do about a liter. It'll give you a really good concentration tea with a liter, and you boil it for 5 minutes, and it'll give you this light yellow, almost like a honey colored tea, and you can just drink it, and it's gonna taste sweet with a touch of turmeric. I'll do one more of these, and these are just dehydrated. These are freshly picked flowers and then dehydrated. Really sweet tea. We're sending out our first batch of these. 3 months ago, we had the mango turmeric flower tea, which tastes very different than this. This one's just sugar. It tastes like almost like a brown sugar turmeric. The turmeric is very, very light, but it does have a little bit of a psychoactive effect in terms of the body feeling. MF Duck, how you doing? In terms of your body feeling, it just feels just anti-inflammatory. You're gonna feel it in your joints, and then you get really calm from it. It helps with. I think it helps with sleeping. It's good for your digestion. Doesn't It's not like white coffee that makes you crazy. It's a very nice calming feeling, and this will make you 2 liters of tea. No takers. All right. Ooh, this white coffee though really gets you kind of buzzed. This gives you a buzz in a different way. This is like a calming. I love getting a buzz. I'm just always chasing a buzz. So everything that I put in my shop is really for that purpose, just to give you guys a light buzz. So the flower is where everything is concentrated, and that's so you guys are eating the roots. The flowers is like just has all these other compounds in it. There's only one. I've only seen one academic study on turmeric flowers because it's just such a rare thing, and apparently there's more of a biodiverse. It supports like a very diverse gut microbiome. I don't know. I think the white coffee, but yeah, I don't know. But you can try it. Everything is worth trying, but I really don't know, and I'm not a doc. As my wife says, "You're not a doctor, Ed." Oh, all right, that's my last one. Yep, one boiled. Yep, one big brew. All right, that's it for the tea, guys. All right, why don't I just go through each of my items now, and you guys can bid on it. You guys can grab it. This is our Estate Medium. This is a 2 ounce sampler of the Estate Medium 100% Kona coffee. 2 ounce sampler of the medium roast. This was just roasted on Saturday. Fresh roasted coffee, 100% Kona coffee. The retail price on a pound of this is $72. The medium roast tastes like a chocolate covered raisin. It's very sweet. Guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion. So if you guys have been drinking coffee for a long time and your stomach always hurts after you drink coffee, this one will not hurt your stomach at all. Won't give you the shits, won't give you indigestion. won't give you acid reflux, and it's because of how we pick the coffee. We're only picking the coffee overripe. We're waiting for the coffee to come soft and ready to fall off the trees before picking it. And as a result of that, the coffee is way smoother and sweeter. It's like letting a banana turn brown or an apple turn brown. The amount of sugar is just builds up, and it's just on another level. I got a little bit of a headache today. The medium coffee is roasted to 425 degrees. It's the first one you can taste the specialty flavor of the coffee, so you will get this kind of light fruitiness to it. And I would say the medium roast is the one you want to try if you want to really taste the flavor of Kona coffee. And this is 100% Kona, so it's going to be a little bit smoother than the Hawaiian coffee, but otherwise it's going to be almost the same. All right, that's our Kona estate. And all this coffee is grown on the big island of Hawaii, where we have an active volcano. This volcano is constantly replenishing the soil with micronutrients, and that makes the beans here grow larger. Hawaiian cacao, there won't be any bitterness, very sweet and fruity. So these are the nibs. So this just tastes like a pure dark chocolate. 2.5 ounces of this in the store will go for, 12 bucks. So this is also farm direct, and you can eat these, you can snack on these whenever you're hungry, and it doesn't have any calories in it, but it does satisfy some of that because it's got the cacao butter and the cacao liqueur all together. To make chocolate, I think you grind these into a powder, you heat it up, and the cacao will kind of flow out of it, the cacao liqueur, whereas the cocoa butter will stay intact. So this is just the raw chocolate bean, and it's a nice, really nice product there. Oh, I can't believe I ran that for $1. Thank goodness no one bid on it. Okay, we got all those live bundles that we're not gonna do. We got a peaberry sampler here. The peaberry coffee is the rarest of all our coffees. It's a special bean that only happens at the tips of the trees. Right, so this is the most expensive of all our coffees. In a pound, 7 ounces of this coffee cost 56 bucks at the store. So this is a 2 ounce sampler for you guys to try, find out what the hype's about. The densest of all our beans. It takes 100 pounds of coffee to produce 1 pound of peaberry. So we're just constantly filtering through all our coffees, trying to filter it out. On Amazon, people are charging you. Someone found it 650 bucks for 5 pounds. So crazy expensive coffee. I'm run one more of those at the price that I need it for. Or it doesn't look like I got any more of those. So here we go. So I'll just put this on flash sale real quick. I'll take a quick bathroom break, guys. Be right back. All right. Yeah, let's do some dark peaberry. Did you want a sampler or you want a 12 ounce bag or 8 ounce bag? We got these 8 ounce bags of pea berry. I'll do it for 30 bucks here. These are, this is a dark pea berry. 8 ounces for pea berry for 30 bucks is actually a really good deal. Doesn't sound like it, but is very hard to find pea berry. And so we got some dark pea berry here. So if you know about pea berry, you know how great of a deal it is. If you don't, you're like, wow, we're paying 60 bucks a pound. That's crazy. But it takes 100 pounds of Kona coffee just to produce 1 pound of pea berry. This is a 100% Kona pea berry. I should change that so you guys can see that. 100% Kona coffee. Kona coffee has extremely high standards. It's like my wife. The standards are ridiculous, but it makes it the best coffee in the world. I'm like, if the whole, she's like, these are normal standards, Ed. I'm like, if the whole world had these standards, how could you even, how could people even live? The only way you can have these standards is if everyone in the world is rich. But then if everyone is rich, how would everyone afford a nanny? She's like, every child needs a nanny. It's like, no, every child does not need a nanny. Where the hell did you grow up? Well, she grew up rich. It's like, it's normal. Everyone should have a nanny. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If everyone had a nanny, who would be a nanny? What about the nannies? Where are they going to get a nanny? Everyone needs people to clean the house. No, you're supposed to clean your own house. But she doesn't watch my shows, thank God. If she watched my shows would be boring. I wouldn't be able to say anything. I'd have to just be really quiet. I'd just be talking about the coffee, only talking about the coffee. So she does not watch my shows, thank God. Yeah. She doesn't have time to watch my shows. She's too busy. I don't know what she's busy doing, but she's too busy. I have no idea what she's doing. And I don't ask anymore. She's like, "You don't know what I'm doing." I'm like, "I really do not. I don't understand. I don't understand." And maybe it's me. I don't understand. Like and you know what? Everyone else, she doesn't clean the house. She's busy thinking about how to get people to clean. She's not cleaning the house either. She's getting people. She has a nanny for the dog. She has a nanny for the dog. And it used to be okay because her mom would pay for everything, but they lost all their money on Bitcoin and sex changes. It's a lot like America. She's like this simulation for America. She lost all her money on Bitcoin and sex changes for her brother, sister, and so now she's fully dependent on me. Used to be her mom would pay for everything, right until we had a kid, oddly enough. Then suddenly, I don't know, maybe her brother, sister, just like I have to keep the money because so they're rich. It's just like America, we threw away all our money on sex changes and Bitcoin. So she's a simulation. So I can understand the problems with America just by looking at her. Everyone needs a nanny. You need a nanny, but you don't want illegal immigrants. So it's like, who's going to be the nanny? You lost all your money on Bitcoin. So you guys need Chinese people to do all the work. That's the bottom line. You need a Chinese guy to do your laundry. She can't even do her own laundry because she forgets to switch it from the washer to the dryer. So I have to do that. Otherwise, the laundry always comes out smelly. It's just like, Jesus Christ. She can't even keep her own water jug full. Jesus Christ. Like, what are you doing, guys? I'm the house husband, and I'm the house husband. She's got a nanny for the dog. She's got doggy daycare, and she's like, oh my god, Ed, dogs are like another child. I'm like, she'll neglect her own child to take care of the dog. I'm telling you, if I wasn't there, I don't know, she'd be poor. I call her a poverty trap. These are poverty traps because she's hot. So, but I spend all my time cleaning up, taking care of the dog. Your dogs are your kids, but hopefully you take care of your own kids, right? She needs a nanny to take care of the dog who's her kid because her dogs are her kids, so obviously they need a nanny. So I don't get it. She's like, Ed, there's a lot of things you don't understand. Yeah, I don't fucking understand. You're right. I don't fucking understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. But you know what? I've accepted that I don't get it, and I just have to work harder. I read somewhere, and I think I might have made this up. It was some I'm the trophy wife. I always thought I was her trophy wife. Yeah, cuz I got the Ivy League education. I got a perfect score on my SATs, but I'm sitting around cleaning the house for her. I'm the trophy wife. So if you guys are thinking about becoming a trophy wife, it's not worth it. Just go live your own life. You don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be doing the laundry because your wife can't do the laundry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I always say this is why I think Koreans used to eat the dogs because otherwise they'd be all be like my wife and they neglect their own kids because they love the dog so much. So you just make the dog food, you put the dog in the food category, and you just prevent that from happening. Otherwise, you guys would be spending all your time on dogs, and your own kids are just running wild because you don't have time for your kid because you're spending all your time on the dog. So in order to prevent society from breaking down, some wise king just said, "We're gonna put dogs in the category of food, so that you guys take care of your real kids." There's a reason for everything. I do. I do. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. My wife is beautiful. I love her. There's just things I don't understand. She said, Ed, you don't understand a lot of things. And I was like, you're right. I used to think I was right. I used to think I was right, but actually I'm Chinese. I'm wrong. You know, you're supposed to take care of your dog like your kids. Everyone needs a nanny. Kids are supposed to have nannies. I didn't understand that because my mom raised me. But no, everyone needs a nanny. I've accepted that. I'm the nanny. I don't want my kid raised by a nanny. So I'm the nanny. I'm taking care of my daughter 8 hours a day. I'm the one that does everything. The only thing my wife needs to do is she's still breastfeeding our kid. Our kid is 3, still breastfeeding. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't ask questions. When my mom hears that, she's like, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but I don't ask questions. I don't understand. I'm an immigrant. I don't understand. I don't. It's only Koreans, Viegas. And they don't eat dogs anymore either. So I don't know. I don't understand, guys. I'm an immigrant. I don't understand. I don't trust people with kids because I think a lot of nannies quiet the kids with drugs. Because I think a lot of moms quiet their kids with drugs, and that's why they grow up so messed up. So I'm gonna be the one taking care of it. I don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I'm an immigrant. I don't understand. And once I've accepted that, You're like me, Mac the knife, and you also tried that other thing. You've already accepted that that's just the way it is. But that's why you had two of them. But one's more than enough. Never. One is more than enough. Never making that mistake again. That was dumb. There you go. Everyone wants to be Korean. Yeah. Koreans are the fanciest Asians, right? If you get There was a joke I saw on TikTok where this Japanese guy in Oahu scammed people of $10 million, and the FBI caught on to him, and so the FBI arrested him. This white FBI guy and this Japanese local cop were interviewing the guy, and the FBI said, "So why'd you do it, man? Why'd you steal $10 million?" And the guy was like, "My wife is Korean." And then the Asian guy was like, "Oh, yeah, that explains it. I get it." And the FBI guy's like, "What do you mean your wife is Korean?" And the Japanese, nothing else needs to be said. So I only got like 2 years probation or something like that. You do. It sounds like a good idea, right, Mac? It sounds like a good idea, but it's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. But it's not over, Mac. It's only just beginning for you, right? Only just. It's not over. They'll be back. They'll be back for a second round. And that's the real test. That's right. They're gonna come back second round because that was your wife's best friend. Next time you're gonna be the one getting kicked out. It's only beginning. That was your third one. Was. Was is the key word, right? Was. All right, guys. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. This is the white coffee. White coffee makes you crazy. All right, what are we doing? I lost the narrative. I lost the narrative. I just don't understand. I'm an immigrant. I don't understand, and I've accepted that. 8 ounce, darkest state. This is the first grade of 100% Kona coffee. So if you're curious what Kona coffee is about, Kona coffee. Everyone in the world needs Kona coffee. It's like how everyone needs a nanny. It's like if you don't have a nanny and you don't have Kona coffee, you're an immigrant like me. You don't understand. I've been for the last 5 years. I've been trying to move to an Arab country because I'm just like I don't understand what's going on here. I'm gonna go move to an Arab country. I've been trying to move to Saudi Arabia where I think I'd fit in better. I'm serious. I've been trying to move to Saudi Arabia. Look at my LinkedIn. I got so many Saudi and Dubai friends trying to get out of here. But I don't think it's. I almost was able to leave, but I'm like, I think I'm just gonna stay in Hawaii for now. Just trying to move to Saudi Arabia, where things make sense. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. That's the place where I think that's maybe how Arab countries started. Is everyone Yeah, the world became like this where like you need a nanny and the men need to take care of the dogs and do all the dishes, and we're like, what if we all got together and just created a new country called Saudi Arabia where we can be free. But I'm not really moving to Saudi Arabia. That shit's too far. Like Dubai, we can be free there. But then the Iran war started. My cousin actually lives in Dubai. I'm like laughing at him. It's like, you got bombed, dumbass. See you guys later. I wonder why my cousin moved to Saudi Arabia, though. He fell in love with a French girl. I think that's why he ended up moving to Saudi Arabia. They're like Koreans, I think. They're like the Koreans of Europe. This is the white coffee talking, guys. I'm sorry. Move to Mexico. I thought about moving to Mexico. Ke- Querétaro. I was gonna. You can get like a brownstone, 2-story brownstone there in the center of town for like $50,000. It's freaking amazing. I was thinking of moving there. Have you ever been to Querétaro, Vegas? It's not like Cancun, right? Most people have been to Cancun. They think that's Mexico. Not yet. Are you one of those Mexican Americans who've never even been to Mexico? It was safe there. It was nice there. They had the nicest McDonald's I've ever been to. It was the cleanest freaking McDonald's. Boeing is there. So they're still, attached to the West. I've never been to Tijuana. I've been to Cancun. I've been to Cozumel, which is now, cartel territory. And I've been to Querétaro, where we had friends there. My wife did an art show there, and we stayed there. It's really nice. Mexico is nice. I don't know. You hear about all these cartel things, but it's actually pretty nice there. I think every country just wants everyone to think every other country is really dangerous so that you don't leave. Flap Cal, if I finished your coffee. I'm never leaving the country again. I'm not even leaving Hawaii. There are places in America where I get targeted. So I'm not even leaving Hawaii anymore. Hawaii, I just stay here and I'll go to New Jersey once in a while. I'm not going anywhere. Yep, the white coffee tastes like toasted corn tea. Doesn't taste like coffee. Really unique flavor in there. Uh, yeah, I'm never leaving the country again. The scariest place I've ever gone was I went to Egypt during the counter revolution. Don't ask me why. I went to Egypt like 2 weeks before, so it was when the Muslim Brotherhood was in charge. Don't ask me why. I went there after there was a State Department warning. Americans not come here. It was a week after Americans got stabbed in front of the embassy, and like the Egyptians like blew up a car, and all these like just like lit cars on fire in front of the embassy. So it was all the Americans evacuated, and then we came in. So I was like the only American in Egypt. There was like a few British people there, and that was it. So everything was cheap. It was amazing. It was the cheapest, like $20 a day at the 5-star hotel. It was amazing. And so we went to Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood, and we had like people in like, full gowns. They'd like follow us around, and my wife's like running around the street in her like, in her Korean dress and like just running around saying hi to the men. Everyone's like just following us around. It's like, we're gonna get killed here. This is the most stressful. I was like tipping people left and right because I just stopped following us. Here's $20. And it was pretty scary. Yeah, it was not a good environment. I was stressed out the whole time. It was freaking crazy. And like the cab drivers was like, there's no government right now, so everyone's building buildings in front of the pyramids to get better views. There's trash in the streets. I was like, this place is about to blow. So I was like, this place is about to blow up, guys. And then as we were leaving from the hotel, there was a protest in front of the hotel. I thought they were protesting me and the Syrian war. They were actually protesting the Syrian war. And as we were leaving the hotel, that protest grew bigger and bigger and bigger. And that protest actually overthrew the Muslim Brotherhood. So it was like then the Egyptian army took over the country again. And that was like the day I left. And that's what was going on. It was the day before I left, the day the counter revolution blew up. I was like I was like, why? Why? Why did my wife bring us here? Why? After that, I never left the country again. I was supposed to go to Turkey after that. Like a week, 2 weeks after, I was supposed to go to Turkey, but I was so freaked out from Egypt. I was like, we're not going to Turkey. No, we're not going to Turkey. And then if we had gone to Turkey, that was when the Turkish protests blew. So I was like, I'm never leaving the country again. And I haven't left the country since then. I'm never leaving the country again after this. Never. I quit. It's not normal. This is not normal, guys. Funny thing was before that, the NASA guy treated me to like 4 lobster dinners. So I don't know what was going on, whether it was aliens or my head hurts just thinking about it. All right, guys, what should we do here? Yeah, it was a nightmare. I was there for like 3 weeks. Yeah. My wife had a great time though. I don't know. She didn't notice anything. I don't know how she does it, but she had a great time. Man, she was going to this Egyptian spas, getting massages for cheap. I don't, she didn't notice anything. Yeah, it was crazy. He was like, "What's the problem, Ed? Why are you so stressed out? Why are you so stressed out? This is awesome. I'm having a great time. Hummus, food was cheap. Everything was cheap. Massages were cheap. He's got a massage spa visit every day. I was like, you had a great time. Let's go back, Ed. No, never leaving the country again. Why? I don't understand. I'm the one that doesn't understand, guys. I just don't understand. There's something wrong with me. I think it's because I'm Chinese. I just don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Here's a. It's okay today. A little bit better than it's been. Here's a 2-ounce sample of the extra fancy white. This is what I've been drinking today. So once you get on the white, you just start rambling, start yelling about $1 start. But you get a lot of $1 losses like this. The extra fancy white, guys. This stuff is strong. It makes you reflect on life. Oh my god. And we went to Morocco during the Arab Spring too. And that was nice. Like Morocco was nice. The only thing that happened there is kind of odd. There were like, all these teenage kids. The first day I got to Morocco, I wore this army T-shirt that I had, just a U.S. Army. And then the kids would come up to me and curse me out. They'd be like, "You get out of here, you fucking American!" They're like French. They speak English with the French accent, and so they're like, "You get out of here, you motherfucking American! No Americans here, motherfucker!" So then I had this kung fu T-shirt that I wore instead. It was like Ying Jiao Kung Fu, Eagle Claw. And then the kids they loved it. They're like, "Oh, hey Jackie, hey Jackie." I'd be like, "What? What? Who you talking?" It's like, "Hey Jackie." All these guys were like giving me kung fu chops, and like little girls would come up to me and give me this kung fu kick, tap me on the shoulder, give me a little kung fu kick, and run away. So they love Chinese people there. So I just wore my kung fu T-shirt. They had like you go to coffee shops in the back of the shop. There, all of them were playing like Jackie Chan movies and like old kung fu movies. I don't know exactly what was going on, but they so no fucking Americans there. But if you're kung fu, they love it. So little boys running up to me, tapping on my shoulder, give me a kung fu chop. Little girls giving me kung fu kicks. Yeah, running away. They love kung fu there. They love the kung fu. So that place, it was nice. I felt very accepted. They just everyone came up. Everyone called me Jackie. Hey Jackie, Jackie Chan. What do you want me to run, guys? What do you want me to run? What do you guys want me to run? I don't even know what we're selling anymore. You guys want me to run that white coffee? Let's do some 8 ounces of white coffee. How about that? Let's do an 8 ounce of the white coffee. This is the stuff I drank today. I'm feeling good now. You get entertaining when you drink the white coffee. I need the white coffee to entertain though. This is an 8 ounce bag of the white coffee. This usually run for 32 bucks. So hopefully you guys get it around there. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna run it anymore. Throw it in the freezer. Yep, throw this stuff in the freezer. It'll stay good for up to a year in the freezer. And this tastes like a sweet corn tea. This is the extra fancy grade. So it's the perfect beans. There's no defects. This is the white coffee here. Perfect beans. 14 bucks, guys. This should be 32 bucks or more. The extra fancy we sell for 90 bucks a pound. So I could run the Hawaiian white, which you can go get for 17, but this is the premium stuff. This is the biggest beans. There's no defects. Like there's not even a chip in those beans, not even a crack. So this is the good stuff. And this will make you maybe talk way too much. In fact, when I started drinking this white coffee, I got suspended on my TikTok. I lost my LinkedIn account. It makes you talk too much. You don't want to talk. All right. If you want an 8 ounce bag, I'm gonna have to run that at 32. But you guys missed out. You guys missed out on the cheap bag. Once in a while, I'll do a cheap bag because I'm not a corporation. I actually don't know what's going on. I have no strategy at all. People ask me who's paying you. I'm like, I'm not. No one's paying me. In fact, I pay my wife, and she owns the farm. I don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? The white coffee, we need to get every American. If we go communist in this country, we need to force every person to drink white coffee because it's gonna increase productivity. In communism, you need to have a good attitude. That was a steal. Yeah, you guys. Hopefully, none of you guys feel bad like you missed out. But we'll run some samplers. How about these white samplers? This is the extra fancy grade. No more steals today, guys. No more steals. So if you want a 2 ounce sample, this will make you four 8 ounce cups. And yeah, we need to force every person in America to drink the white coffee, and productivity will go up. Healthcare bills will go down. This is it. This is the solution to our problems. It's not AI. AI is not going to do anything. But white coffee. We need to have a communist revolution and just force everyone to drink the white coffee, because then everyone will be happy. They will be productive. They have a good attitude. But if they oppose the regime, no more white coffee for you. No more white coffee. And then now you're gonna be tired and late and sluggish, and you can't do anything. So that's my program. Anyone? Would you vote for me? I don't have any more honey right now. Death doors. You do vote for me? If you don't drink the white coffee, it's off to the gallows. Off to the gallows. If you have a bad attitude and the white coffee doesn't help, off to the gallows. We'll ship you off to Saudi Arabia. I don't think no takers. In fact, I think all the women left. They're like, we don't want anything to do with this. All we got here is MF Duck. Me and MF Duck, that's it. And Umar. This is what always happens. You're still here. Yay, we got one. There you go. The duck. Duck soup. All right, guys. If you're wondering what's going on here, it's you guys are watching me make a fool of myself on white coffee. And if you want to act like a fool too, I suggest you get a bag of this. You're gonna be flying. It makes your head kind of dizzy. It feels like being drunk. Um, just be careful of drinking too much of this. If you drink too much, coffee is just not going to do anything for you, and you gotta like take a break from the coffee just to function. So it's strong stuff. It's gonna make your face feel like this. You gotta that's what the white coffee does. It's got this other compound in it called trigonylene, and when you roast trigonylene to 250 degrees, it becomes something called methylamine, which is the meth part of methamphetamine. Although trigonylene by itself is also really good for you. Trigonylene by itself will give you a nice buzz. I mean, it's actually methylated niacin, so it's vitamin B3, but it's in the form that your body needs. You guys know about methylated vitamins, right? Those are the ones that your body can actually absorb. Here's a 12-ounce bag of the light Hawaiian here. I'll do that for 23. So if you guys want a 12-ounce bag of the light Hawaiian, here it is for 23. No takers, no one. But gives you a really strong buzz. Some people are probably a little bit afraid of it after seeing what it's doing to me. Let's do a 2-pound bag of the medium. I'm just gonna run things randomly because that's just that's just where I am in life right now. So you get 2 pounds of estate medium for 90 bucks, which is also a really good deal. Um, and the medium estate 100% Kona. It's the first one that we have that's 100% Kona. Kona coffee has really high standards. Has to be above 16/64 of an inch. Has to have less than 10% defects, so it's a little bit smoother than Hawaiian coffee. And all of this coffee is guaranteed not to give you any acid reflux or indigestion. Or we'll give you 100% of your money back. We had a guy on here yesterday who was saying he works for the CIA too. And then he said he could give me a get out of jail free card. I think maybe he was trying to recruit me. And I'm like, you don't need to recruit me. There's that Weird Al Yankovic song, Party in the CIA. Remember that? It's like the Miley Cyrus song, Party in the USA. You guys remember that song? Weird Al. I'm gonna run one of these estate coffees at $1 a start. Estate Kona, $40 retail, 8 ounces, guys. 8-ounce dark Kona, 100% Kona coffee, less than 10% defects. Just roasted on Saturday. This is, the world's most premium coffee. It tastes like a toasted caramel. You don't have to add cream or sugar to it because we picked the coffee overripe. It's more expensive because in a pound of this coffee, your parent picker is $10 to $15. So it's not, the costs out here are just 100 times more. But because we're paying people so much, we're only getting the overripe coffee. We're only getting the beans that are soft and ready to fall off the trees. And so the coffee is legitimately better. I'll do one more of these and we're gonna move on. Let me try to go through all my items again. And so the dark coffee, the dark Kona, is tastes like a toasted caramel with a little bit of cacao. And the Kona coffee, has to be grown in north to South Kona, which is just a small 25-mile strip of land on the west side of Hawaii. We're at the farm here, so this is fresh roast, fresh pick, freshly milled, mold free, no chemical pesticides. One pound of pea berry, and it's a denser bean. It's a completely different shape. This is the pea berry, right? Normally, coffee has a flat half to it. The pea berry is just it happens at the tips of the trees, and so it's going to be a little bit richer. It's twice as dense as your Kona coffee. It's got like a broader range of flavors than Kona coffee. You really taste that difference. Um, I'll give you a 2-ounce sampler here. If you guys want me to run a bigger bag, I can do that too. And the pea berry is the rarest. It's the most expensive. People are charging you $56 for 12 ounces at the store, or for 7 ounces at the store. Claudia, check out Kona Lisa. So we're not doing tours, but one of the guys who roasts our coffee, who roasts about a quarter of our coffee, he's on. If you go to my YouTube, you'll see him. My YouTube's Rooster Farms Coffee on YouTube. You'll see that last live video. We did a show yesterday with him. He's a great, and he will give you a roast. He'll do all sorts of stuff for you. So he's a great guy, and he'll tell you, because right now we don't have a permit to give tours. So I used to give tours, and the county, we got too big, and the county actually shut us down. They were like $500 a day if you give tours. So I'm not giving tours right now. We used to give tastings, but right now I'm running around trying to take care of our kid with my wife. I'm the nanny. So what was the 3-pound deal there? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see what you're talking about there. Did I have 3 pounds of peaberry? I didn't know I had 3 pounds of peaberry listed. Oh well. Maybe you got in the last show. Let's do a $1 start on this 2-ounce medium peaberry sampler. So if you want to try this is a nice. This is what you're bidding on here. So this makes a great espresso for, if you want to give a gift. People know peaberry, so coffee snobs will want to get this. This is the rarest of all our coffees, the richest. It's the smoothest of all the coffees, and it has like the broadest range of flavors. Should be around $8 for this, but you guys can get this for whatever it goes for. Excuse me. $5. All right. I'm gonna run one of these 2-pound medium estates. All right, 2 pounds of medium estate. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, so I'm gonna do one of these longer auctions while I take a break. But the estate coffee is the 100% Kona, 16/64 of an inch, less than 10% defects. This medium is where you taste the flavors of the region, but it's still bold. So it's gonna taste like a raisinette, almost like a chocolate covered raisin. And this was roasted on Saturday, so very, very fresh coffee. 100% Kona coffee. Uh, can't get a better deal than this. 2 pounds, guys. $1 start, and you guys go for it. Hopefully that arrived, Joshua. I don't know if hopefully everything. I think almost everything got shipped out. We're still a little behind on some of the stuff, but we're catching up, trying to improve our shipping still. So grab this 2 pounds, guys. Retail $140. What did this go for? What are we at? 49 bucks for 2 pounds. That's crazy. All right. 2 pounds, guys. 2 full pounds here. You're not gonna. You're paying a 1 pound price here. Oh my god. All right. All right. That's the deal of the day, right there. Deal of the day. All right. What else are we doing? Let's do a 2 pound of the OG. 2 pounds OG. This goes for 20 bucks a pound. This is daily drinking coffee. Almost as good as the Hawaiian. It's just the ugly beans. Still won't give you any acid reflux indigestion. Almost tastes like Hawaiian coffee. So I would try this just to see how you like the OG. And if you like it, then this is what you should be drinking. You can make this, it's probably a little bit higher quality than your Costco coffees. It's still really good. Something I want to get you guys, send, and you're bidding against yourself. I'm so confused how that works. I appreciate you adding that dollar for me though. How do you have two accounts? Do you have like two? You must be on your computer and then 17 bucks for 2 pounds, guys. This is cheaper than the coffee you're buying in the store. Cheaper than the coffee you're buying in the store here. So this tastes like a toasted caramel dark chocolate. I mean, it tastes almost the same as our Hawaiian coffee. So it is a really good deal. And I wanted to get this out there. I know some people are struggling and some people just have spouses like me where it doesn't matter how much money you make, you're always going to be struggling. And in that case, this is the coffee for you. It's the struggle. It's the struggle. Let's do should we do one more of those? Let's do one more of these. It's whole bean. We don't grind the coffee. It doesn't ship well when we grind it because it's still off gassing when you grind it, and we have to ship it through the air. So a lot of times the bag explodes, and so we've just stopped grinding the coffee. It's so you should get a grinder if you're getting coffee like this. Even this is like a specialty coffee. So if you're getting coffee like this, you should grind it. You should get your own grinder, and you're gonna find that when you grind your own coffee, if you grind it nice and coarse, it's just gonna the quality of your coffee, no matter where you're getting it from, is gonna go way up. Um, this is still really good coffee. In fact, I've been using the pictures of this coffee. Yeah, it goes stale right away. So I've been using pictures of this coffee in marketing because I just took a pic. This just got roasted. Right. If you're making coffee drinks with this stuff, 23 bucks for 2 ounces. All right, that's it, guys. No more of these. If you guys are making, if you guys are making your coffee with creamer and sugar, yeah, this just get the off grade. If you're making milk lattes and things like that, just get the off grade. You're wasting the coffee. So if you're making coffee drinks, coffee mixed drinks, if you're making like iced mochas with the chocolate syrup, then just get this coffee. There's no point in getting the high grade coffee if you guys are getting. All right, I'm gonna let you guys get 2 pounds for 30 bucks if you want it. So, why am I doing this 1 minute too long? Drink it black, then it's worth getting the higher grades. If you're not drinking your coffee black, you might as well just get the OG because when you add milk, when you add sugar to it, you're not gonna be able to taste the flavor difference anymore. You're not gonna taste that quality difference. It just destroys the subtleties of the coffee. So you just get the OG, and you're still gonna get that sweetness. You're not gonna get acid reflux. You're not gonna get indigestion. Wine text. Thanks for the raid, guys. I appreciate your raid. Um, give wine text a follow here. Wine text. Give them a follow. And this is 2 pounds of OG for 15 bucks a pound. Great deal here. And if you're making mochas and things like that, the nice part about the OG is it's not bitter, just like the rest of our coffees. So when you make a mixed drink, you're not going to get any of the bitterness, not going to get any of the sourness. So it's still, and you're not going to care about how rich it is because you're throwing cream and sugar in there. You're getting the full flavor of Kona coffee, but you're getting it for relatively cheap. So if you guys are just joining us, my name is Ed. I'm coming at you live from Rooster Farms on the Big Island of Hawaii. I've been a Kona coffee farmer for 13 years. I have a 6-acre Kona coffee farm. This is the farm out. Let me just run this next one again. I'm getting these are nice, really good deals. This is our OG, which is the lowest grade of our coffee, but tastes almost like Kona coffee here. So we're coming at you direct from the farm. We have different grades of coffee. We have 3 or 4 different grades. We have 4 different roasts. This one is the one. In terms of the tours, I would check out Kona Lisa. He's the guy roasting our coffee right now, or some of our coffee, and he does these tours where you get 4 ounces of coffee. It's an hour and a half. You get to see him roast the coffee. So I go check him out. You can go on our YouTube and you'll see I did a live show with him yesterday, and he's been roasting since he was 6. So I check him out, Kona Lisa, uh, and he's one of my partners essentially. Art. I only give tastings, but lately I've been shut down because I'm just kind of too overwhelmed with everything. So I'm not giving tours. Maybe in September, October, I'm gonna start doing tastings again. I used to do tastings every day, but my wife has been staying again. She got like a long-term rental in town, and I got to run there every day and run back to the farm. It's yeah. So I haven't been had the same amount of time. I used to just be at the farm all day, every day, so I could just hang out here and give tastings, but I don't do that anymore. You know, I seem to have a few bags of light couture left. Yeah, it's on my YouTube. It's actually recorded. So let me see. Give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna run. Let me see what I can run here. We also have some of this turmeric flower tea. You guys got to try this. This stuff's good. If you like turmeric or you like honeysuckle, this tastes like a honeysuckle turmeric. You know, when we were kids, we'd pull the honeysuckles off and eat that little drop of sugar on there. That's what this tastes like. Tastes like a honeysuckle. Really, really sweet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my inventory of light Torah. Yeah, I still have a lot of light Torah, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why I have so much light Torah, but I do have it. So these are turmeric flower teas. This is strong. Let's do a little bit more of the turmeric flower tea first. These are strong anti-inflammatories. You're gonna you get the full benefit of turmeric, so joint support, inflammation support, but it tastes really good. This is grown from the turmeric flower. I'm gonna run these a little bit shorter. And no one else in the world has these, but they're It should be. People should have these. I think the reason why no one has these is you have to leave the turmeric in the ground for more than a year. And most of the time the flowers come out. Hey, is that Big Joe from is that my buddy Big Joe? Or are you new? Is that the real Big Joe from TikTok? I miss you. I miss my friends from TikTok. Anyway, so let me just run these a little bit faster. But this turmeric flower is sweet. There's so much sweetness in this turmeric flower that if you leave them out, um, ants will come. Tons and tons of ants will just come and chew them up. They love these things. They're so sweet. And and the reason why you don't see these in the stores is you have to leave the turmeric in the ground for more than a year. Most turmeric flower, probably all turmeric farmers need to make money, so they dig their turmeric up. But I'm just too lazy to wash my own turmeric, so I've left my turmeric in the ground for almost 10 years now, and I'm fine. And so I just decided, hey, I can't I can't be digging this turmeric up. It's too much work for me. So let me just sell the flowers. And the flowers are actually really amazing. So I'm hoping to get the flowers as like a thing because these are anti-inflammatory. They provide joint support, all the benefits of turmeric, but actually taste good. It tastes amazing. It's sweet, it's smooth, and then it's really sweet. It tastes like a honeysuckle. And you make 2 liters of tea with this. So you get 2 stalks, and you get 2 full stalks, and just take one of the flower stalks, put it in the stalks like this big. You put it if they're small, then I give you 3 stalks instead. If you get 1 or 4, even if you get two small ones equals 1 big one. Throw them in a liter of water or a quart of water, boil it for about 5 minutes, and you get this sweet, extremely sweet tea. All right, I'm just gonna run these at $7. So if you want to grab them, I got to get $7 for them. They're a lot of work to dehydrate and freshly harvested. I do these in small batches, so these were just harvested yesterday. They're dehydrating now, and they're going to be sent out to you, in the next few days. I'd keep them in the fridge, even though they're dehydrated. They're very good at pulling water out of the air, so I would keep in the fridge. But very good anti-inflammatory, very calming. It's almost got this kind of calm. I don't know. It's very very calming. Helps you sleep. Someone told me they drank this and they slept really well. Um, and then it's got the curcumins, all that stuff too. But it's also good for your digestion. Just a very sweet tea, very flavorful. All right. Mm, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bags left of the light Katora. 15 12-ounce bags left of the light Katora. Are these 12 ounces or 8 ounces? These are 8 ounces. I don't understand. All right. We got one 12-ounce bag. We got 14 8-ounce bags left for the light Katora. I don't totally understand why, but it is what it is. So let me just pull that in. I'm not very good at counting, guys. All right. And this is a Kona. This is the very end of our light Katora. All right. Um, where am I here? So this is 100% Kona. Did I import it? All right, here we go. So this is 8-ounce bags of our light Katura. So this one's the only coffee that doesn't come off the same trees as everything else. This is Katura is a sub variety of coffee. It's known to be denser, kind of like a pea berry. And I only have 15 of these left. They're all in 8-ounce bags already packed, so I'm just gonna. And so the Katura we usually do for like $75 for 8 ounce for 12 ounces, something like that. And it's just really rare. $18. That's too little. So I'm just gonna run these at the price we need to get for them. I think $25 is fair. More like should be $30. So what do I do? $28. Let's do $28. Give you guys a little bit of deal. These are my last 14 units. So I'm just gonna sell them off a little bit of time. This is the rarest of all our coffees. There's only 500 pounds of this in all of Kona last year. So I actually just bought all of it. I cornered the yellow Katura market, and it is a little bit rare. Yeah, I guess you can just buy two of them to get a pound. They're already packed in 8-ounce bags, so no one wants them. All right. Well, I'll just do it at a flash sale. What did I flash sale? 40, 50. That's too much for you guys. Mm, And I got 14 of these left. I'll just do them at short 15 seconds. $28 for 8 ounces. So this is the last 14 bags I have left of this, and then there's no more until probably October. There's only one farmer growing this in all of Kona. That's why it's expensive. Appreciate that, MF Duck. You can you can slowly drug your wife back or your partner. Just give her a little bit of white coffee every day, and now she has to be nice to you. It's automatic. She won't even know why she's being nice to you. You're just gonna be now the person that gives her a nice buzz. Just make her a cup of coffee every day. Keep it in the fridge for her. And she's going to be slowly come around and just realize that you are the source of her supply. Works on men too. It works. It does. My wife, after she gave birth, was really mean to me for a long time, but I just made her the coffee one day at a time. You rewire the brain. All right. So I got a few more of those. I don't know why I have so many of those. It's uh it's a much more complex flavor. It's actually savory. It's a I would say it's the same sweetness, it's savory, and it's got this fermented honey finish to it. It's really interesting in that. It's got more complexity than your standard Kona. It's got like a wine, not a wine, a plum flavor. Whereas the Kona is kind of like a raisin. I don't know if you should be telling people that in public. You might get in trouble. Be careful. I feel like no one really cares anymore, but you just never know. And so it is the most complex of all our coffees. Most of our coffee is a Typica Arabica. The Caturra is a Bourbon. That's a sub-variety of the Arabica, so it's known to be denser, more complex in flavor. It's got a fermented honey finish to it, so it almost tastes like a mead. So it is the rarest of all our coffees. The Caturra from anywhere will go for quite a bit. I'm seeing like Panamanian Caturras, Colombian Katoras are going for like 80, $90 a pound. So this is a Kona Katora, which is its own class. The other day, I actually have a little bag of a Kona Gesha, but the green beans on those are $100 a pound. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with that. That's too expensive. I'm gonna do a $1 start on that and lose $100. So I'll do one more $1 start on this. I guess maybe you want to grab this next one. Who knows? You might get a deal. $1 start on a 8-ounce bag of yellow Katura. It is some of the best coffee, and the coffee grown in Kona. Not all Kona coffee is good. If you pick coffee too early, it's going to be sour and bitter, just like all other coffees. But when you pick your coffee ripe like us, when you pick it by hand, when you pick it overripe, when you wait for the coffee to turn purple, and that's what we do. We're waiting for the coffee to turn deep red, purple, or brown. The sweetness in the coffee is just out of this world. Like, you don't have to add cream or sugar to it. It's like an ice wine. If you guys are into wines, it's really very much like an ice wine for the same reason in that we pick the coffee overripe. I can only drink 1 cup. If I have any more than 1 cup, I can't sleep. It's just I never even drank coffee until 3 years ago, even though I've been farming it for a long time. So, but this is a light Katura. You're gonna taste this fermented honey, almost like a mead. It is a very different experience than your Kona. It's on the same level in terms of complexity and density too as a peaberry. So, and these are my last bags for the year. I actually checked my inventory. I just had 14 bags left, 15 bags left. So, and one of you guys will get a 12-ounce bag because it's packed. One of them is packed in 12 ounces. Don't ask me why. We have a lot of potheads working for us. So, it's either potheads or meth heads. Which one you choose, you choose. Meth heads are fast. They do a lot of work really fast, but then they always need money. They always need money. Whereas potheads, really slow. They're like me. Can't do anything right. Just all over the place. All right, $20. Really slow, but they'll get it done. It just takes longer. Just got to be patient. They'll get it done. Freeze it. Freeze it in the bag. Yep. All right, that's it. That's it for my yellow Katoras for now. I think I prefer potheads to meth heads. Yeah. Meth heads, when they get desperate, they don't leave you alone. They remind me of my wife. It's always desperate, though. Meth heads, they're just periodic desperation. No matter what the reason, it's just the most urgent thing in the world. All right, so that's my. Uh, this white coffee makes you stretch too. It makes everything stretchable. You know that feeling when you drink white coffee? You just want to stretch. So the white coffee is like, it kind of gets you high. So if you're trying to get a high from your coffee, the white coffee in the highest grade will give you a really strong buzz. She doesn't listen to this. Nope. I'm sure one of you guys will send her the video. It'll only be one day of hell, and then she checked my LinkedIn, and she got really mad at me. But I just tell her, I'm just joking around. It's my therapy. For my sack, exactly. It's for my sack. For my sack. I hope my wife doesn't listen to it either. But she won't listen to it. She doesn't do stuff online. She's really busy. But I'm like, this is my therapy. And she's like, well, You got to get therapy from a professional because I'm like, this is my therapy, and people actually agree with me. Sometimes it's like, well, they're not professionals, so you guys don't count. Your opinion doesn't count to her. You got to be a professional therapist for it to count. So even if you agree with me, you guys are like me. You're wrong. All right, you guys are wrong. If you agree with me, you're wrong. Just know that you're wrong. You're part of the problem. If you agree with me, you're part of the problem. These are all the things you should not believe. So don't be part of the problem. Just know I'm only here to tell you that you're wrong. You guys are wrong. And once you've accepted that you're wrong, life will get better. So these are all the things that you should not believe. This is what not to believe. You guys are part of the problem. Don't be part of the problem. She says everyone else is the problem. And in some ways she's right. She is right. And she's like, if everyone was just kind and everyone, just listened and didn't offer advice, she hates it. She complains and she's like, she's complaining about this and that all day, every day. And she doesn't actually want any advice. So if I give advice, she blows up. She wants me to give her sympathy. So now I don't ever give her any advice. Things are getting better. Things are getting actually really good. I just got to remind myself by talking about it. So, I can offload it here and then in person. You guys heard me yesterday. I was like, can I stay on whatnot? And she's like, yes, you can. And then we're awesome. But I was like, can I? That's right. That's right. But it's like you're not supposed to give her any advice. She doesn't want your advice. She doesn't want you to give her suggestions. She just wants to say, "Oh, that is really poor." Melissa, how you doing? Good to see you back. I've been pretty good. I've been better. Um, I got kind of sick last week, so but I've been good. I was like all over the place last week. White Fancy. The white extra fancy beans is coffee roasted so light that it's still raw. So it's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. It's just the strongest coffee. It doesn't even taste like coffee. It tastes like a tea, but it feels like it gets you high. There's this other compound in coffee called methylamine, and when you roast methylamine to 250 degrees, it becomes something called methamphetamine. I mean, I'm sorry. There's this compound in coffee called trigonylene. And when you roast it to 250 degrees, comes in something called methylamine, which is the precursor to methamphetamine. And that's why coffee gives you euphoria, gives you a buzz. It's not the caffeine, it's this other alkaloid. Alkaloids are things like nicotine, and there's a $1 start on it. It's not methamphetamine, guys, but it will give you a strong buzz. It gives you joint support, muscle support. You feel it in your bones, you feel it in your joints. It gives you a body buzz, head rush. I was getting dizzy. Some people it's gonna make you feel drunk. It's how coffee was meant to be. I think they roast coffee so dark so you guys don't get to experience this. No one wants it. And it'll make you start yapping. It's almost like a truth serum. So you got to be careful with it, but it is really strong. Makes you have a really good attitude. Makes you happy. Makes me happy. Let's do this in the Hawaiian grade. If you guys want to pay $4 for it, you're gonna have to just settle for the Hawaiian grade. The grades of our coffee, they're all coming off the same trees. It is sweet. All of our coffee is sweet. It tastes more like a sweet corn. Doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like a peanut sweet corn. And all of our coffee is in this bag. Mike, well, I'll check in on that for you today. I'll take a look at it. So all of our coffee is still in this bag. before we roast it, and we only shell it a month before we roast it. And that's why our coffee is so fresh. It's because most of the world's coffee is, you know, it's actually shelled before it gets exported. It has to be shelled before it gets to port. Whereas we're keeping our coffee in the shell until we need to roast it. So that makes a huge difference in freshness. You can't beat that, and that's just because we're in the US, so we don't have to go through all these export restrictions. We only shell it as we need it. The white Hawaiian coffee is just a little bit less perfect. The extra fancy beans are perfect. They're like the cream of the crop. We only take the biggest beans and the beans with just the perfect beans. The Hawaiian beans have up to uh, 30% defects, which means 1 out of 3 beans will not be perfect, but tastes just like Kona coffee. It is Kona. It is coffee grown in Kona. Kona can have to 10% defects, so it's only a little bit better than Hawaiian. It wakes you up. Yeah, it gets you flying. And you're not going to find the white coffee from other regions typically because that coffee is sprayed with pesticides, it's got mold on it. When you roast coffee that's moldy at the white level, you can taste the mold. Whereas our coffee is just so fresh and clean that you will not, it's just we can roast it to whatever level we want, and it's going to be clean and sweet. Also, when you roast coffee very light, it tends to be sour, too hard to drink because it's so sour and bitter, almost like a green banana. Whereas our coffee just is not sour or bitter at all. Here's a 12-ounce bag of it. It also improves your muscle strength. Sith Lord, there you are. You guys are back. You guys are back from vacation. I'm seeing people I haven't seen last week. And so this is a 12-ounce bag of the white Hawaiian. Make you 24 to 36 cups of coffee. The white Hawaiian is really strong. 1 cup of white Hawaiian is worth 10 cups of dark coffee. It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee at once. So it is very, very strong. But I don't think it gives you the jitters. Our coffee doesn't give you the jitters. Jitters comes from mold. No aliens. Not today, guys. Not today. I'm on my complaining about my wife phase. So I go from complaining about my wife to communism because my wife, being married reminds me of communism. So I'm going to start ranting about communism. And then from communism, I'm going to start talking about aliens because I think communism was there to protect the aliens from the surface humans. So the real reason for communism is so that you're not free enough to invade the aliens. Same grounds, same ratio, 16-to-1 ratio. But you can take 5 beans and ground into powder and put it into your existing coffee. If you drink that powder, you'll also get the buzz. So some people are doing that. They'll take just 5 beans, grind into powder, and drink the buzz. And then from communism, I start thinking about Jesus. Or from aliens, I start thinking about Jesus. And so you'll hear me rant about Jesus because Jesus is the king of the aliens because he went to the heavens. And then from Jesus, I'll go back to my wife. So it's depending on the cycle. Right now, I'm complaining about my wife. So you're gonna see me start talking about communism next. And usually by the time I talk about Jesus, it means I'm sick and I'm depressed and I need, I don't know, life is no good, and then I'll go back to my wife. So it's this cycle. So right now we're on the up and up. We're on an upswing. We're feeling good. But I don't talk about Jesus on TikTok because they're gonna get kicked off. They don't like it when you do that because they're owned by Arabs. They don't like Jesus. They get suspicious if you talk about Jesus. They don't. You guys think I'm funny? You're laughing at my pain. Every day you come here just to laugh at me. You're laughing at my pain. Arabs are actually speaking English really fast. The whole language is actually so. The Arabic word for your hand is your cuff, and the Arabic word for your chin is your high neck. And actually, it's all English. No one else knows this, but it's actually English. It's kind of cool, actually. They're actually speaking English really fast, and they're English phrases like poetic poetry. It's like lines of English all crushed up together. Like you know how you say hi in Arabic? It's assalamu alaikum. It's actually a solemn ho, hail come. It's like so you're like a solemn ho. It's like Middle English. It's actually kind of cool. A solemn ho, hail come. But they say it really fast. So assalamu alaikum. I have no idea what they're saying. They have no idea what they're saying either. They just have it memorized. But it's actually the root is actually English. Yeah. No one else knows that though. Only I know that. I figured it out. The whole Quran is in English. They don't know that though. Only I know that. I know things. And if you ask me how I know them, I don't know. I just know them. I think it might be that. You know, once when I was working for an NSA contractor during the Syrian war, they sat me down. They said, Ed, we don't know how you know these things. We think maybe the aliens have a beam going directly to your head. That's what they said. And so after that, I realized that they know about the aliens, but they don't really know either. Because they said, I don't know. They're like, I don't know how you know these things, but we think maybe there's a beam that the aliens have that's connecting to your head. Yep, that's what they said to me. It gets weirder and weirder. That's why no one can pay attention to poverty and public transport and public education and public health because they're all obsessed about aliens. Once you find out about the aliens, you can't think about anything else. You don't care if people are starving. You can't concentrate. Oh, hey, I got some extra dark prime here. I got a batch of extra dark prime Kona here. This is an extra dark prime. Another raid. Get made in lobster. Thanks to the raid. I drink my beans with a pour over. Yep. I do pour over coffee. I do drip coffee too. This is an extra dark, so this is oily. If you guys like your beans oily, like this color, that's what this is. These are the oily beans. So this is as dark as it gets before it starts to burn. So this is the coffee that, if you love just the bold toasted flavor, we usually don't have too much of this, but this is what we got, right? We got some of this extra dark prime. Prime is the grade of coffee. It just means it's 100% Kona. It's relatively clean and big beans. Um, and this is roasted to extra dark, which is just right before it's gonna start burning. So this is as dark as it gets. So if you love that oil on your coffee, and most of our coffee doesn't have oil, this is it. You're buying it. Lake Erie. That's right. That's the real reason why we want Greenland, right? It's because there's this giant UFO crashed there, and they want to control. They think they're dumb, but they think if we control all of the ancient artifacts, somehow we're gonna figure it out. But I already have it figured out. Like, and so they're stupid. They're wasting their time because we already have the spaceships, but they don't want to fund it. They think if they, yeah, that's why we invaded Iraq. That's why we want Iran. That's why we want Greenland. They think if they control all the spaceships, then somehow magically it's going to solve all our problems. But they're ignoring the fact that I'm already here. That's just what happens when you have narcissists running the country. They don't. They overlook the obvious, and they think that their way is the only way, and so they're just wasting money. They're just wasting money. It's wasting time. I already have the thrusters, the impulse drives that the spaceships run off of, the UFOs, but they still want to control the crash sites. Like that's going to do anything. They don't understand how it works. It's not going to help if you control the crash sites if you're too dumb to understand how it works. So, you guys want some white coffee? It's like you already got me, guys, and you're still trying to control the crash sites, and you want me to sell coffee. It's like, what are you guys doing? No wonder commie China is taking over. Oh, Jesus. 8 ounce of extra fancy white for 23. I screwed that up. Someone should grab this. This is the meth coffee. Sorry, I screwed up. I keep screwing up on this show. They think I'm a scam, the billionaires. They think that this is a scam. They think it's like a government conspiracy against them. But it's only because they're stupid. Because they're all computer guys. Computer people, they're smart, but they think in a straight line. And at some point, that straight line, if you started out from the wrong point, you end up in the wrong point, and that's the problem. But soon they will not be able to. But to their credit, to the government's credit, they did, spend a lot of time and money letting me meet them, and now they've actually signed up to help. They haven't given me any money yet. I'm still having to pay them, but they have signed up. They've signed up. They're like, we're ready. We're ready to look into this seriously. We don't want you guys we don't want you to make fun of us every day on live anymore. It's starting to hurt our feelings, so we're signed up. So it's working. Before, we kept making false terrorism reports on you. That didn't work, so obviously someone's protecting you. Those idiots in New York reported me to the FBI for teaching. They said that I was teaching Palestinians to build bombs. I'm like, do I look like I care about Palestinians, you dumbasses? You dumbasses. So they're just completely discredited, which is great. So it's like no more trouble. All right, guys. You guys got any last requests? I think I've said too much. Now I'm just ranting. You guys got any last requests? Last request before execution. All right, guys. You want me to keep ranting? I can keep ranting. I'm not gonna do Gibby. No, I don't. No Gibbies. Sorry. Not at the end of my shows. So I've said too much. I've already said too much. But the Air Force did sign up, so they're down. They're ready. I think they're ready. We're just a few months away. But I'm gonna keep selling coffee. I actually started out as an Air Force contractor, but they thought I was crazy. But now they just know it's not that I'm crazy. It's that they're just stupid. It's people who are crazy. People, I don't want to talk about it. You guys are great. I'm just joking around. You guys aren't stupid. I'm not trying to call you stupid. But I always say, people who are smarter than you, if you're stupid, will seem crazy to you because you can't admit that someone's smarter than you if you're stupid. Otherwise, you would know you're stupid and you wouldn't be stupid, right? So you have to think people who are smarter than you are crazy.